The Class A North Tennis Championships were up for grabs at Bates College. The boys' matchup was Bangor and Camden Hills, three doubles. Bangor's Sam Sterenberg and Brandon Brosman far court versus Charlie Nicolette and Toby Van Hoek of Camden. Nice point for Bangor, but Camden wins 6-2, 6-4. Number 2 singles. Near court, Oscar Barnes of Camden. Power return that can't be handled by Bangor's Josh Grunkmeyer. Barnes wins 7-5, 6-4. Camden wins the regional 5-0 over Bangor. Girls match, Brunswick Dragon Tattoos taking on Camden. Girls number 3 singles. Camden's Atalanta Roberts versus Lila Patient. Roberts, great cross-court return, winning the match 6-love, 6-4. Number 2 singles, Charlotte Delchi far court versus Brunswick's Ellie Meserve. Delchi wins 6-3, 6-2. Camden wins the A North Championship 4-1 over the Dragons. The Waynfleet boys swept MCI for the Class C South Championship. They will face the North champion Orono Red Riots in the state title match. The Maranacook girls won Class C South. They will face the North champion Piscataquis Pirates for the state title. The Falmouth boys and girls tennis teams will meet Camden Hills in the Class A state championships. The Yarmouth boys won Class B South. They will face the B North champion Foxcroft Academy Ponies in the state title match. The Lincoln Academy girls won the regional title in the same matchup. They will face the winner of Tuesday's North Championship between Old Town and Caribou for the state title.